ready, Jerry?
I'm ready.
Just want to make sure you're ready, brother. Show me the money.
Oh, you didn't know?
Every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling, every day I'm hustling.
Put my shoes on, you wouldn't last a mile. Summertime, wintertime, I'm on the grind. Yeah, I got the ring, I'm the champ, I'm the genie of the lamp.
This is the gift I was given, so I just live by my hustle.
Keep me put in my pocket, it don't make sense, but don't make a profit. So I hustle, ladies and homies, make money, money, money.
Hold out here for a pill. When they tryna get this money for the real.
I want to find a thing to save my life, so I hustle.
It ain't over for me, no, it ain't over for me.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.
Show me the money!
Okay, let's go smoke that joint.
What up? What up? It is Alex, the Fantasy Football Hustler, back at you. We got another episode of Elevated Sports Talk. We're talking fantasy football. We're talking sports news. Shout out to our homie Stranger in the chat already. Shout out to the Fantasy Football Roll. What up? What up? Tyson with the question. He said, I think the easy answer is CMC, but I'm in my keep. On the 11th pick, would you keep CMC, lose my first round, or keep Trey McBride and lose my pick? You keep CMC for sure. I mean, if you're the 11th pick, that means already as your keeper, getting him at the 111, I mean, that's already winning. You would never get him there if this was a regular draft. So yeah, you got to keep him. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. You got to keep CMC. Hey, Johnny in the house. What up, my brother? Let's get ready to smoke it up. We got some news that we're going to talk about here. And I keep trying to tell you, I know there's a few people who want to say that, you know what? You're wrong about Deontay Johnson. He's going to be really good. He's already hurt. He is already hurt. They said he has a mild groin strain. Already hurt. Don't draft him. Don't draft him. Leave it up to somebody else. Let's see. Any other news to talk about? Oh, shit. Joker from the Browns. He got paid. Gets an extension. 3-year deal worth up to $39 million. $25 million of it is guaranteed. Here we go. Anything else worth mentioning? So this Brandon Ayuk and 49ers and Steelers debacle, are we going to get closer to it actually happening? So pretty much the 49ers have not agreed to whatever deal the Steelers are sending them. And Brandon Ayuk has not agreed to whatever contract the Steelers have offered him either. So there's deals in place and everything, but yeah, it hasn't been accepted by nothing that the Steelers have done has been accepted by either the Niners or Ayuk. So something's got to give here. But I feel like the longer that it goes on, the tougher that it's going to be. Ooh, look at this. Justin Herbert, he's still in the walking boot. Man, he says he's out at practice, but he's watching from the sideline. And Johnny said, nice. That's top tier linebacker money. Inside linebacker money. Yeah, definitely. That's no TJ Watt outside linebacker money, right? What up, Theo? What up, bro? Let's see. Okay, cool. Kyle Hamilton, they said, not only practiced today, and then this was yesterday, but it said also appeared very close to being a full participant. That's nice to hear. Also made a pass breakup of Jackson to Flowers, shot in the middle of the deep of the field. Okay. And then, of course, their DC, he said that Hamilton might have been the only safety in the league who can make that play. He's the man. He's the man. Ooh. Cowboys left tackle Chuma Adoga. I don't know who that is. I don't know if he's a starter or not. Cowboy fans got to tell me. But he's not a starter now because he's starting his season on the IR. Yuck. Yuck. Anything else? The Bengals say that Jamar Chase, he's day to day after not showing up at practice yesterday. Oh, here was one. So Hollywood, we got more news on the Hollywood injury.
Sing about Hollywood.
And so he's expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks, but that's from the time of the injury as well. So, I mean, season starts in 3 weeks. So he's going to be missing anywhere from let's say 1 to 4 games just to be safe. It's probably going to be 1 or 2 games that he misses. But anybody with Hollywood,
Sing about Hollywood.
we got to know that he is going to miss at least a game, possibly 2 or 3. And, you know, I'm sure that the value will be baked into his ADP, or the injury will be baked into his ADP. Well, yeah. And that's pretty much all the news that we got right now. So we'll get some more news here soon as it comes in. And then the most fun part of the day. Come on. Let's get it.
You got perfect time. About to start a little puff give in this motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
All right. Fire them up. Smoke weed every day.
Let me hit that ball.
Roll a fatty for this pimp daddy.
So put that in your pipe and smoke it.
Hey, Captain Spock, just in time.
I'm about to show y'all who the real Puff Daddy is.
Don't give me that shit about it's a drug. It ain't no motherfucking drug. I done the research. It's just a plant. It just grows like that. And if you should happen to set it on fire, there are some effects. Now, y'all should have bought a Honda. This shit right here, had to be careful because weed is getting stronger every 2 weeks.
Woo. Oh, yeah. Let's go. So it's the middle of the week. Right now we do have a football game tomorrow. I believe it's the Eagles and the Patriots. I wonder why do the Patriots get these Thursday games? 2 of them in a row. Very, very interesting. I feel like there's some kind of conspiracy behind that. Why are the Patriots getting these Thursday games and getting all this type of rest right now in the preseason? Doesn't make too much sense to me. All right. Oh, did you guys hear about the new feature on Sleeper? I'm torn. I like it and I don't like it. You know, just like a lot of things out there. Got the reasons to love it and hate it. So, but throw it in the chat. You guys know about this new feature yet? And if so, do you love it more or do you hate it more? How about that? Just make a choice, because like either way, I feel like this new feature, Crispy. What up, motherfucker? What up, Crispy? And Johnny said they just like the Thursday games to be boring as possible. Captain Spock, what player leads the NFL in end zone targets over the last 5 seasons? He's never finished lower than 7. I'm gonna say DK Metcalf or Mike Evans. Those will be the 2. Those will be the 2 that I'd say. Let me know. Am I right about one of them? I feel like it's DK though. Like that. If I have to pick one, it's DK. Okay, cool. Metcalf. Yeah, I mean, he's a beast. Like, man, when you talk about just end zone threats, like, man, like he's like one of the best. He's one of the best. What up, Dino? Okay, so this new feature. Okay, so this has to do with player injuries, and specifically players that are, well, the whole intent was for game time injuries. How about that? For last minute guys who don't end up playing. So what ends up happening, it's called what is it, an auto sub, I think is what the actual feature is called. And you can set it from 1 to 3 players. And so let's say you got a player, I think the example they used was CMC. You know, let's say CMC is questionable for the week. And you designate CMC as your auto sub player. Okay. So the only time that and you have to pick a designated bench player who's like the auto sub E or whatever. Okay. So you have to pick a guy who's in your starters and you have to pick a guy who's on your bench. And then if that player, whoever you have in your starting roster, if they don't play, like if they get ruled out, your auto sub gets pulled in. Your auto sub gets pulled in. Now, the one thing that I'm very, very concerned about is like let's say it's like a 1 o'clock game, okay? The 1 o'clock West Coast. So it's like the second, wave of players. I would assume that like it has to be a player that starts after. Like it wouldn't make sense if like, I could put a 10 o'clock player, who's on the bench as my sub, and then they end up getting subbed in. Like I hope that stuff like that's not happening. But yeah, mainly it's for like all these last second like swaps. And but yeah, so we're getting auto subs in the leagues. And what up, Jamie? And so it should not work like that. Like logically, it should not work like that. It should only be like, I don't know, like let's say on a Thursday game, like someone was like, questionable or whatever, and you make the sub as like a Sunday, player. Like I would assume then, it swaps them out and makes sure that the person doesn't catch a 0 on Thursday. I mean, really that's what it is to avoid getting zeros. But what up, Peacock? But I feel like I probably am on the side of liking it more than I hate it, because I have so many leagues. Like it will make it easier now. Like when I'm going through, I'm like, oh fuck, is this guy going to play or not? And then like having to remember to go back and check like 20 different leagues for like different people or whatever. Like I'm on board with it for that. I'm on board with it for people who like people who are just in different parts of the world, and the timing just doesn't align for them on a Thursday night, a Monday night, whatever, like those kind of things I'm on board with. The ones that I'm not on board with is these lazy motherfuckers who play in like a couple, just in a couple leagues, and you're using this to be lazy. You have no excuse to go in there and not change your lineup. But I don't know. I digress either way. He said that might be cool if it worked like that, because Monday night questionable is so hard to handle. Well, yeah, it's not gonna, I don't think it's gonna go backwards though. Like I don't think it's gonna let you use someone as an auto sub who already played. And yeah, Peacock said auto subs are great for us degenerates for sure. Jamie said, I heard you can sub a Thursday player for any of your Sunday ones. Well, it's bench players, but yeah, I'm assuming that this works for like if I have a Thursday player and like my starters, and I pick a Sunday player as like my auto swap, and then the person doesn't play, on Thursday, then it swaps them out, and then but then like after that, it's like, it just catches you from not getting the 0, like that's good. I like that. But it also sucks because like there's going to be some times where someone's like going to catch a 0 because they're not paying attention, but I guess they still have to set this up. So if they're not paying attention anyways, they're not going to set it up. And Crispy said getting alerts is good enough. I know it should be, right? It should be. Tino said, I'm not lazy. I'm drunk on Sundays. Are you drunk before the 10 a.m. games though? Are you drunk before the 10 a.m. games? And Theo said, I feel like the way you're saying is just for the lazy people. Right. And see, and I'm not saying that, but that's like where my dislike for the feature comes from. Not from like, dude, I play in so many leagues. Like, yeah, I'm sure I'm going to benefit. from this. So that's why I'm saying I'm kind of on the side of like liking it more than hating it, but just like anything, like as a commissioner, here's what I'm going to hate. Okay. And I'm going to make sure, because I'm going to add this feature in every single league, but I'm going to make sure to tell people, if you don't set the shit up, I am not going to go and change anything manually. Like, this is a sleeper thing that I don't necessarily agree with, and I don't think that anybody should rely on. I think that, set it up like just in case, like if you're really not going to have phone service or be able to do stuff, that's one thing. But I would just like, I wouldn't use this as a fail safe, just thing, I would just not use it that way. And yeah. You got to set up the sub beforehand. It's auto, but you have to still initiate it. You have to designate who's the person on your starters that's going to be a potential auto sub if they don't play. And then you have to designate the person to get subbed in. So that is the one thing that I do like. It's not like if my guy doesn't play, it's just going to fucking put anybody on my bench in, And as I haven't logged into Sleeper since yesterday afternoon. Yeah, you might have to do the update for it. For anyone who's a commissioner out there, it's in the general settings underneath the IR. AMG 603. What up? New follower on Twitch. What's going down, bro? What's going down? JPZ in the house. He said, Huss and the football fam. What it do? Let's smoke it up. So, yeah, the new sleeper feature. One thing that the reason why I like sleeper is because they keep making improvements, and even though there might be some times that this feature screws me over because I'm going against someone who uses it and it ends up working out in their favor, I'm going to be pissed about that in the end, but I can almost guarantee that it's going to benefit me at least once throughout this season. Because out of all the teams that I have, like, I'm sure there's going to be like a handful of random Sundays where there's like, 5 players that I need to be looking out for, and they're spread out across like 20 of my leagues, and I know that was one thing. I know that was one thing that I'm sure that I missed last year, these last second ones. Like, I would be like writing down little notes like for myself and shit, like, oh, don't forget to check this league before it starts and this so yeah, it's going to it's going to benefit people more than it's going to hurt people. It's only going to hurt you when you lose because of it. And AMG said, question for you, bro. Keeper for the second round pick. Current keeping Jamar Chase. Contract dispute making me think to go somewhere else. Well, how long do you have to decide? That kind of makes a difference. And then, show me who else you have and what round you'd lose them in. Crispy said, if you have to explain something this simple to someone, they don't deserve to play fantasy football. Oh, until Labor Day weekend, you just hold out as long as possible. Because I'm sure Jamar Chase will be, I'm sure the Jamar Chase situation will be squared away by then. It's still more than 2 weeks away. Yeah, Stranger said Chase will play week 1. And he's our resident Bengals fan over here. And the rules on like players holding out, it's not like what it used to be. Like Melvin Gordon, he was the last one to kind of like exploit, this rule. And like, yeah, they can hold out for like a good part of training camp, but when it comes to playing and stuff, like if you miss a certain amount of games, first off, you're not getting paid for those games. And then second off, if you miss a certain amount of games, the whole season doesn't even count for you. And so that's like super like counterintuitive to what like these guys are trying to do. Said my other choice being a second round AJ Brown. Okay. What up, Bakes or JT? Yeah, it's either going to be Chase or AJ Brown. And I would be fine keeping like either one of them. I would just hold out as long as possible. Like once we know in 2 weeks, we should know exactly what's going on with Chase. That's all I'm saying. So I just wouldn't lock it in until you have to. And since you said until Labor Day weekend, just literally wait it down. Just keep waiting it down for the information. Cause you don't want to pick AJ Brown And then like, then Chase like signs this ultimate fucking huge ass contract. And you're like, shit, I still have a week before the draft, but I locked in AJ Brown, because I feel like I would want to have Chase over AJ Brown. I mean, very, very close, either way. So, you're good with that pick either way. And even JT, like even if you wanted to go running back, that would that wouldn't be bad either. But I'm holding out. You have no reason to lock it in now. Fuck your league mates, because I know there's going to be a bunch of people. Lock in your keepers, guys. Lock in your keepers so we can all strategize. Fuck that. Whatever the deadline is, you wait until that deadline day or the day before or whatever so you don't forget. But push it all the way out. Fuck your league mates trying to get you to make your keeper pick earlier. Damn it, who was autoing? Oh, you autoed yesterday? Half to the best ball. He said all bad. He said caught it at the end though. Damn it. Sorry, Bakes. Jay Levin, what up, homie? Rockout says, anyone tried to veto your trades in leagues you're commissioner? Well, I don't have vetoes in leagues that I'm the commissioner. I'm the judge, jury, and the executioner. But I mean, I've never made a trade that involved collusion. There's been a couple of trades where there was one trade that I made. It made a guy turn racist. Like, no joke. I mean, he was already racist before, but then he finally came out of the closet. But so one trade that I did make, it was so bad in people's eyes that two people quit over it. And like, let me even go back and try to look at what the trade was, because I remember I remember what league it was in. And it was funny. One of the people who was involved in the trade was Trey Lance. And I think that's why, like, I just made the person throw him in. I hate Trey Lance, but the person hated him too. So I just had him throw him in. But let me go see if I can find it. I think it was it last year? I think it was 2 years ago at this point. Let's see. Yeah, I think it was 2022, if I'm not mistaken, but it could have been last year. Let's see. So I traded away. This is 2 years ago. 2 years ago, October 2024. And I traded away Kareem Hunt for Isaiah Pacheco, a second rounder, and Trey Lance. And Pacheco, I mean, 2022, I mean, he was still a rookie at that point. And yeah. They one person turned completely racist. Another person got so pissed that they quit. And like, you go back and look at it, like Trey Lance, I mean, he was a bum then and he's a bum now.
He's a bum. He was a bum then and he's a bum now.
And Kareem Hunt, he was on the up and up, 2 years ago, and Pacheco was still a rookie. And but yeah, that was a trade that people like super hated on. And it's funny, one of these trades I just looked at right now, and I traded Crispy Raheem Mostert for a second rounder. And man, that second rounder that Crispy paid for Raheem Mostert 2 years ago, that shit paid off hella dividends since then. I traded away. It was I was in a rebuilding mode after drafting a real shitty team in 2021. And JP said racism in fantasy football, bruh. Yeah, he got kicked out right away. I mean, that's one of the rules in the bylaws, man. Like, no racism is going to be tolerated or any, bullshit, to that level. Like, yeah, so he got booted out like right away. And JP's, he said, laughing out loud. He said, I love when the GOAT gets serious. And AMG, does CMC's calf scare you? Yeah, I mean, we want him to be 100%, right? We want him to be 100%, right? And Jay Levin, so what's your opinion on the trade difference? of Devonta Smith and George Pickens. Man, I would rather have Devonta Smith over George Pickens, like so much. Yeah, I don't even necessarily know how to answer that question. I just know that the trade difference should be Devonta Smith, like way more valuable. You know, so if I play in a league that needs DeVito, I'm out next season, right? And Gibbs expected to be ready for week 1. That's good to hear. Bake said, I want Minshew back in the 21. Man, Minshew saved my life. Minshew saved my life in that one. Let's go see what that trade was over there. Because that was definitely a championship trade for sure. Because I won the championship because of it. Let's see. Gardner Minshew and Zach Moss for 2/3. L'Jarius Sneed. I mean, that's a good one. And Greg Dortch, man. He's going to be paying some dividends this year. Damn, this is how desperate I was last year. Luckily, Crispy helped me out, I guess, because he traded me Taysom Hill for Cam Akers. I know he was hurting like fuck for running backs. Oh, and look at this. I traded Marty Jamison Williams for Josh Dobbs. Man, Josh Dobbs helped me. Like, he really, really helped me, like, get over that hump when I didn't have anybody at QB because all my QBs got fucking hurt. And Jamison Williams is a bum. I said it then. I said it now.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Man, the Travis Kelce trade, that one was awesome. I can't believe Crispy moved him before the season even started. I received Travis Kelce. I traded away Frankie Louvu in a first and a second. Whew. My team is super, super, super ready to compete over here in the 21. Damn it, what the fuck? How do I have 10 people on IR right now? Oh, wait, no, this was last season. I'm on the previous year. Man, that shit scared me. I'm like, what the fuck? How do I got to take 10 people out of IR right now? Oh, like, what? Chase Claypool's on IR? What? I didn't even see this. This was yesterday. Chase Claypool placed on injury reserve, ending his season. What was it, though? Man, Chase Claypool.
He's a bum. He was a bum then, and he's a bum now.
Damn. Dundada. Yes, sir. AMG said Baker carried me last year. Man, I mean, last year was a year of like these not second string, but like, you know, these third and fourth tier like quarterbacks, you know, just really carrying leagues. I mean, Josh Dobbs and Gardner Minshew in a super flex league carried me. Carried me for like weeks. Carried me through the championship. I won a championship with Gardner Minshew last year. It's insane. The rest of my team is just, it's fully stacked. I mean, I'm very happy about this one. I mean, this one I have Kirk Cousins and Aaron Rodgers as my QBs. I got Derrick Henry and Ramondre as my 2 RBs. I got Tyreek Hill, Amon-Ra, and Stephon Diggs as my top 3 wide receivers. And then I got Kelsey and Keenan Allen as my flex players. And then I got Javonte Williams as my other flex player in there right now. But I also got Zach Moss on the bench. I'm stoked, man. This is one of my better teams for sure. I just need my QBs to stay healthy. Said very late last night. I forgot the whole words when I'm high. Crispy said, take advantage of me. Is that the way you treat your biological father? You're the one who sent me that trade. You sent me that trade and I accepted it. Rock out as a commissioner, I can only veto on a cheating trade. I don't get in the way just because it's a bad trade, right? Now, here's what I've said. Like, there's been situations where people have made bad trades, and here's what I've done as a commissioner. I didn't stop the trade. Like, first off, I'll ask, like, whatever person I feel like got taken advantage of in that trade, I'm like, hey, can you just explain to me why you made that trade? And then if they give me any kind of legitimate reason with any logic behind it, you know, like not like logic that I would like have, but you know, any kind of logic from their end, like, yeah, people should be able to manage their team however the fuck they want. I have told people though, I'm like, hey, you've made so many trades and you're like kind of like swinging things right now. It's not like you're making like amazing trades. You're making trades where you're on the bad end of things. Like if you're going to keep trading like this, and you trade away, you know, some of these, because in certain leagues, it's only trading away the first and the second round picks that you have to pay. Like I feel like I want to change that around, but I've had these leagues going for so long. It's like, yeah, I think I just need to tell people that, you know, in advance. You trade away anything in the top 5 picks or top 4 picks, you got to pay, not just 2, because there's a lot of people who are trading away all their other picks. And so I had to tell someone, I was like, look, I know you still have your first and your second rounder, but I was like, man, if you make another trade at all, you have to pay next year's league fees. So I know you're not bullshitting and you're in for the long haul. Then you're fine. Do whatever the hell you want. But I got to know that you're in. And then there's another guy who I was like, dude, you're making like really bad trades over here. Like you really are. And I told him this, just like this, like you're making some really bad trades. You're kind of like messing up the trade market in this league because you're like making so many bad trades. So I was like, you got to chill out like with the trades just for a little bit. And I was like, and pay your next year's league fee. So I know you're not leaving, you know, anywhere. Cause it's really easy to make like a couple bad trades and then just have like, you know, buyer's remorse and then just want to quit the league. So, and both of those guys who I said that to, they're both still in the leagues today. And I think that was maybe one of them was last year. Maybe the other one was the year before. He said, yeah, let him know, JPZ, hit that like button. We appreciate you. Nerd alert. What up? What up? He said, I'm bummed about Gibbs. I mean, someone just said Gibbs is going to be ready for week 1, but yeah, it's not cool when, you know, these soft tissue injuries, you know, for sure, they suck. And Big said, yeah, fuck that Puto. Said Mapletron is gone. Can we not call him Mapletron? Like at all? Can we just not do that? He fucking sucks. I don't care if he's from Canada and he loves maple syrup. He's not Mapletron. Like, we could not compare him in any kind of breath, anything. He shouldn't even be mentioned in the same sentence as Megatron. His nickname should not even be any kind of version of Megatron's name. Fuck that. Wow. It just shouldn't be. It shouldn't be. And shout out, where's he at? Hold on, we got a video of him. Shout out to Calvin Johnson, man.
Shout out to the 420 crew.
Yeah, we got a shout out from him. Shout out to the 420 crew. What? Mark Andrews is in a car accident. Syrup Sally, how about that? I could get on board with that. I can get on board with that. Anything that makes him sound like more like a clown, I'm okay with it. Dang, this just happened. How much time will Mark Andrews miss after the car accident? What? How bad was the car accident? Mark Andrews is involved with a car accident while driving to the Under Armour Performance Center early Wednesday morning. Andrews was evaluated by the technical staff. He did not sustain any apparent injuries, later joined the team for morning meetings. Mark was originally scheduled for a non-practice day on Wednesday and is expected to return to practice in the upcoming days. Statement from Mark Andrews. I appreciate everyone's thoughts and well wishes. This is a great reminder and importance about wearing your seatbelt and remaining alert while driving a car. So, okay. He wasn't going to practice today anyways, so he's good. He's good to go. Nothing to worry about. But fucking crazy how like that's their clickbait like headline. How much time is Mark Andrews going to miss after this car accident? Yeah, he's good. He's good. It wasn't anything too crazy. They said he'll be back at practice in the upcoming days. And Jay Levin said, you streaming daily during the season. Man, I've been streaming daily in the off season. So of course we're streaming daily in the regular season. It's going to be multiple times a day, most days. Because like the morning and the evening shows, like there may be, I think the only night where I may not do a night show is like maybe Tuesday. But outside of that, we're going to have these morning shows where we're bringing you the news. I mean, I don't know if it's going to be every single day, but I do like the midday news streams and Q&A, sessions. So, I mean, those are going to be going most days. And then, man, before the game on Thursday, we're going live. Before the games on Sunday, we're going live. Even before this happened to Gibbs, I had Barkley over Gibbs in redraft, like right back to back. I have Barkley as my number 4. This sustained injury made it to where I put Derrick Henry over Gibbs. Rockout said, what's Jerry Jones sleeping at the wheel on Lamb? Why is he, dude? I mean, Jerry just doesn't want to pay him, man. He's a stingy old man. He's got way too much pride. Just pay that man his money already. Just pay him his money already, man. He's one of the best draft picks you've ever made in Cowboy history, at least in the first round. Yeah, I don't know why they got to play so much hardball to All right, I got some clips here. I found some TikTok clips. I thought this one was pretty funny. This is DJ Williams talking about Tom Brady. This is pretty cool.
When Tom Brady's feet are parallel, it's 100% pass. He says when his feet are staggered, it's 100% run. And he says the reason that I know this,
because he's been winning for years. He's been winning for years.
No. The reason that I know this, he said 6 years ago, we had a 4th and 1 on the goal line. Tom was parallel, and the guard stepped on his foot. And from there, Tom Brady changed it. And he says, I don't think he remembers that I remember. We get in the game. This is why I won the game, B. We get in the game. I line up. Feet parallel. Bird. Whole defense knows pass. Feet staggered. Rabbit. 2 seconds before he stepped the ball. Rabbit left. Our whole defense shift. It's too late for Tom to check. That's why we win the game. So when I tell you coaching matters, when I tell you coaching matters the Belichick way, like it is an influence and it has something to do with it, I really think you put them, you're never gonna get the system together with those two guys. Right. I don't even want to get in the argument of who it was, because I felt like Belichick built Tom Brady up.
He crazy.
Created the system.
He created the system. He created.
Let Tom Brady go to the Raiders.
He gonna do good anywhere he go.
All right.
All right. See, he's just keeping it real though. And CD's great, but JJ's better in my opinion. I didn't say CD was the best wide receiver in the NFL, but I said he's the best, like one of the best draft picks that they've ever made in the first round. I mean, that's a true statement. Cowboys no playoffs without Lamb. I mean, and Dak's not happy like either. Like, just pay him, man. Pay him. He said, fuck that. Make him earn that check, Uncle Jerry. Man, what does he got to do? What does he got to do to earn it? I mean, he led the league in, well, maybe it wasn't yardage. It was targets, I guess. But he was there. He said Uncle Jerry ain't a regular owner. He's an owner that represents the owners. He said he was at the meeting and knows something the other NFL owners don't know. What is it? Let me see. Oh, we were talking about Devin Hester recently, so this is pretty funny. Nate Shapiro, back when he was just a booster at Miami.
Let me ask a question. What's going on with Devin Hester? He's like, I don't understand. What do you mean? I said, yeah. Why is he sitting on the bench? You got a Ferrari, but you're driving a Ford. You got a Ferrari in the garage. What are you doing? Well, I'm not, Devin, you're a booster. I don't even know why I have to answer you. I said, Coach, If that kid don't see the field, I'm turning off the faucets. I get a call later that afternoon from Devin. Guess who's starting kick returner and punt returner? I go, let me guess. You? Devin takes 2 punts. You can check it out. At home against Louisiana Tech, 2004. 2 punt returns for a touchdown. Following week, he had another punt return for a touchdown, or like a 78-yarder. And then right after that, 2 weeks later, goes 108 yards from the back of the end zone.
Jeez. That shit's funny. That's how it used to be. Coach, you better see the field or I'm turning off the faucets. Gangster. JP Zayo Huss, what you think about Nick Chubb in Dynasty? We're seeing how he's going to perform this year, if at all. I mean, you're getting him so late. Like, I mean, it's a dart throw, you know, I think to a certain extent, because, you know, he's had injuries on this knee before, but I think he's going to come back, man. He's a freak of nature. He is a freak of nature. And that's what this comes down to. So I'd take the shot on him. Hell yeah. Yeah, I wish I could have seen Tavon and Devin playing with this kickoff. I mean, shit, they didn't need to, right? This might have made it worse for them. Who knows? I don't know, because they were so good at like what they did. He said, play the Tavon. Let me see. Hit that like button, guys. Hit that like button. Let's see. Said, yep, now they can say no NIL money, right? Can't stop the run. What do you say? Cowboys had so much momentum last season. I grabbed both Ferguson and Dak off waivers, thought they had a chance.
So you're telling me there's a chance?
Yeah! Oh, yeah. Money will always find a way to be heard, for sure. All right, let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got from Tavon. Just so fast, right? Was he killing it at wide receiver as well? Or was it like his... Or was it his kick return game that really set him apart? Let's see it. Here we go. Okay. Yes, he's just so fast. He's fast. He's small, so I never translated, right? Because everybody's fast in the NFL. Said, bro, we need the song. I'll come.
Down, Smith. Little reverse to Tavon Austin. Austin has that blazing speed, gets to the outside. Tavon Austin with a foot race. Down the sideline, tries to cut it back, and he gets wrestled down around the 10-yard.
No touchdown.
Tavon Austin takes it out of the end zone. Austin with the seam. Austin breaks away. There it is. Tavon Austin.
Played 7 positions in college. Well, I'm assuming you're counting kick returner and punt returner as 2 positions. Like, what positions did he play? He played D also?
34-yard touchdown pass to Tavon Austin on 3rd and 15. Pressure off the edge.
Yeah, he's just so much faster than everybody else, man. So much faster than everybody else. It's actually, you're right, that's a different position. He played 8. But what is it? You can't say he played wide receiver 1, wide receiver 2, wide receiver 3. Like, I mean, you can't. Like, wide receiver is still 1 position, so what positions did he play? Said every DB position return. Okay, so he did play. He did play DB. Let me say that kickoff trick play with the Rams was awesome. Yeah. I wonder if we're going to see any more of that going on, because there is 2 guys that are in the back. I mean, everyone else is kind of like on the line of like the kickoffs. But yeah, who knows? Are we going to see anything, any kind of trick plays or anything like that going down? Let's see. Someone just sent me this. What do you guys think about this trade? So one team is trading away Garrett Wilson and a 2025 first. The other team receives George Pickens, Sam Laporta, and a 2025 seventh. I feel like I like the Garrett Wilson side. So I don't know. Pickens sucks. Because that first rounder could be valuable during the mid part of the season. George Pickens might not be. Well, we play in leagues with IDP, so we have with defensive players. So we have 7 rounds in most of our dynasties. The ones that are offense only, they only go up to 4 rounds. But this one was one that was in our dynasties that has IDP. Tina says he's good at a lot of things, but not elite at one thing. And he's fast. Like, I mean, that's one of those things. It's like, man, it seems like if you got 90 plus speed, you know, speaking of like the NCAA game or Madden or whatever, but like you're like a 90 plus on the speed somewhere, it's like you're gonna do good, because like there's so many people that are nowhere close to that, and like they're just never catching you. But yeah, not the same when it gets in the NFL. Like, fuck, everybody's fast in the NFL. Every single player, every single position. I mean, shit, those linemen that are out there running like 4.6s, 4.7s, you know? Like, I mean, it's insane. Rock out Dante Hall highlights, man. Like, we can do NFL highlights for Dante Hall, man. I loved having Dante Hall. And I'm thinking of like the video game, because I would always draft him. He's my kick returner, about to take it all the way back. And Giants, I'm taking the Garrett Wilson side all day, twice on Sunday, right? I mean, it's Sam Laporta. That's the only person in there. Jay Levin said, if I changed my dynasty draft from 5 rounds to 7 rounds, would it mess up the current draft picks? I mean, if it's offense only, you really don't need 7 rounds. Like, you really don't. Like, you're picking like just like straight up bums. Like at that point, if it's just offense only, like motherfuckers who like just all unsigned free agents and shit like that, you know, like, so if it's not offense only, there's no reason. Don't even do it. Like 5 rounds is even too much, in my opinion, for offense only. Like 4 rounds is like perfect, because that's still the top 50 rookies pretty much, you know, assuming it's a 12-team league. 12 times 4, 48. That's a good amount of rookies that are coming out, because there's usually not that much more than that who are like super, super excited about talking offense. And Tina said, I see you, Hess. I'm doing the same thing on my scout, and I see 90 plus speed. I don't need to scout anymore. Send the house. Right? Because if it's a high school, you know, like player in NCAA, and they're already at 90 speed, like, fuck, how fast could they get? How fast could they end up getting? And Superflex full IDP. Okay, yeah. Then no, it wouldn't mess it up. I'd do that then. Do it, because now, you know, you're talking about, I mean, how many picks? I don't know why I'm spaced. Was that like 80 something picks? 86 picks, I believe. For offense and defense, like, that's good, you know. And then you may have some people who they want to get those later scrubby unsigned free agent running backs or whatever, like, and that's fine, versus getting like some of the IDP guys. But yeah, if it's full-blown IDP as well, yeah, I would just make it from 5 to 7. The one thing that people may complain about is I would have traded these picks away if I already had it. So like that could be like a complaint, you know, about it. But everyone's going to start in the same boat. You have these picks, now you could trade them or use them, whatever you want. But yeah, I would definitely do that. Change it from 5 to 7. Assuming it's 12 man. I mean, if it's 12 teams in the league, yeah. And then it makes it more fun. It's like a real NFL draft, right? I mean, not really, but kind of just makes you feel that way. Now, I'm telling you, I made so many trades where I like made people throw in a 6th or a 7th. I'm like, come on, you're going to make that stop this trade? Like, give me the fucking 7th rounder. And load up on a lot of random DBs and shit like that, you know, with those 7th rounders later. And you can still find decent people with those picks. It's not going to be offense though. Like, you know, it's like offense, like there's very, very little money to be found in the 6th and 7th, you know, unless you get lucky. And it's like a Puka. I think Puka got drafted in like the 5th round of like one of these rookie drafts like last year. But we draft like literally right after the NFL draft. Like we're not drafting in fucking August or anything like that. So we're drafting based off of what we know that happened in the NFL draft, you know, and it makes it a little bit more fun that way. And Tina said, I can't find the link with the sound, but you ever see Clowney High School tape? Plus men versus, I mean, it was men versus boys in fucking college for Clowney. Fuck. Yeah, Crispy said, don't be a Rudy Poo.
Who is this Rudy Poo?
All right, let's see. Yeah, Clowney was men versus boys in fucking college. I mean, shit, even a guy like Chase was men versus boys, like in college. Rockout said the USA men's basketball games and Olympics were insane. Yeah, and it's funny how LeBron gets the MVP, but Curry's the one who like literally takes over the entire last 2 games, especially the last game. And that's LeBron. That's LeBron in a nutshell. Like when it really doesn't count, you know, when it's like super not important, he'll be front running. But then look, when it really comes to game time and winning time, come on, man. It ain't him. It never is. If anybody who saw that finals game and said LeBron deserves to be the MVP, like you're smoking crack. You're smoking crack, man. Like Curry was insane in those games. Insane. In the last game too. Like you're taking shots. Like he's passing it to LeBron and KD. Curry's double teamed. They're still passing it back to him. Like, fuck it. Shoot it. 2 hands in his face from 2 different players. Swish. Said you can't cook in the kitchen without chicken curry. Like, man, like that was like insane. That was insane. Like that, like Curry is like the best shooter of all time. Like he is. And like Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, like if like it's crazy because Curry is like tier 1, like by himself, just 3-point shooter. Like there's nobody better. I'll put Ray Allen and Reggie Miller, just like, you know, if Curry's 1A, those 2 are 1B, and then there's a whole bunch of other people, you know, besides them. But man, Curry, he's the truth, man. He's the truth. And you know, not super tall, you know, either. Like, man. Tino, you ever think there'll be another shooter like Curry? Yeah. I mean, it might not be for a while. But like this game that we play in, like, you know that there's going to be someone eventually that comes on, and like just the coaching style that they have is crazy run and gun and crazy threes and giving someone a chance. But I don't know, man. Curry was like bred for this. He was bred for this kind of greatness. Said he won him the gold medal. Exactly. That's why I don't know how LeBron won the MVP. How did LeBron win the Olympic MVP when Curry is the one? They don't get that gold medal without Curry. Like, come on, man. It was just insane. It was insane. And Tino said Curry will pass the 3-point record by 1,000 when he's done. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like, overall, like, could anybody ever catch his overall, you know, 3-pointers? Like, I don't know, man. Like, he passed like we're talking about in 10 years, I think he passed, or maybe it wasn't even 10 years, maybe it was less than that when he passed Reggie Miller or Ray Allen. I can't remember which one it was. And it was like he was only in his 5th year, I think, when he shattered Ray Allen or Reggie Miller's single season like threes, like in a season. Like it could be an unbreakable record. It could be, because like look at the play style from when he came in. It was always the same. Like he was allowed to run and gun like over there. Like not everyone is like going to be allowed to just take 10 threes a game. I'll just whenever you want, you know? And like he had that freedom from like, I don't know, maybe like his 3rd year in, he had that freedom. Kind of like the Nolan Ryan strikeout records. Yeah. And the Nolan Ryan no-hitters. Yeah, like there's I think he threw 7 no-hitters, Nolan Ryan, and then with all those strikeouts, man, and he never played. I mean, not never, but he did, like most of the teams that he played on sucked. His win-loss record sucked, and he's given up like 1 run a game. Like he literally had to like throw shutouts and no-hitters to be able to get a bunch of his wins, but he did it. He did it. And Nolan Ryan's the only gangster who's going to hit someone, stand there on the mound, and then get them in a headlock. They're charging him. Get them in a headlock. Like, I literally have a Nolan Ryan, like, I don't even know if you guys could see it, but, like, yeah, see right there behind. He's so good that I got a Nolan Ryan plaque, like, literally right behind my head just because he's so gangster, man. He's so gangster. Rock said Curry is seasoned. LeBron was bland chicken. Oh, man. You're right. Tino said, I remember hearing Ryan lost like 100 games by 1 point. Like, it's some bullshit, man. Like, he was like, he's giving up 1 run, sometimes no runs. Someone comes in and, man, but this team couldn't score most of the time. So I think it was more than, it probably was, because like Nolan Ryan was like an Iron Man. He played forever. It probably was more than 100 games. When you play 162 games, because like you go look at his win-loss records, fucking sucked. Like, especially when he was with the Angels, like they were garbage when he was with them. He was like the bright spot of like every franchise that he was on, like, and it like wasn't even close. And yeah, it was he's a victim of circumstance. For sure. Definitely a victim of circumstance and a victim of shitty teams. Sandy Koufax, there we go. Dino, cough, steroids, cough. And seeing Nolan Ryan, I mean, before he was, and he's doing it before the steroids are even a big thing, man. Roger Clemens, though. All right. Here we go. Let's see this. Clowney. Oh, they didn't even have any music on this one. Dude, he fucking hawked that motherfucker. He hawked him. Dude, look at how big he is. Look at how big he is. Like, this looks like a fake video game. Dude. They got him playing running back because nobody can tackle his big ass. And he's fast, too. Look at him. He's got wheels. Damn. Oh, what the fuck? Right place at the right time. Right place at the right time on that one. It looks like Bigfoot on the field. And what Tim said, everyone in the 80s, everyone and their mama was and the real roids, not HGHBS. You think so? I thought it was all cocaine in the 80s. Damn. And it's crazy that he's still just that much faster than everybody, too. Like the big, I mean, dude, he just bull rushed that guy. I mean, being big, you know, that's one thing. Pause. But then now you're bigger and faster than just like everybody out there. That QB got killed. Through the double team. Didn't matter. Through the double team. They didn't even do anything to him. They just really didn't want to get trampled, right? Like that's what it comes down to. Because I feel like even if you stood in front of him, you'd slow him down a little bit. But he would, I'm assuming that he could literally run you over and just step on you. Like I assume that if you got right in front of him, that could be one of the possibilities. And that would probably suck. Dude, Jadeveon Clowney. Jeez. Barry Bonds had before and after steroids for sure. For sure. But never tested positive though. Never tested positive. Right, Tino, we're going to state. Man, just right on the back of Clowney. That's all you need. Just one guy. One guy. Imagine the head coach when you see him in the first practice. I would assume just a huge boner. Like that's what I would assume. It's huge boner. So someone check on on the kid. A grown man just murdered him, bro. Oh, speaking of that, look at this. I found just while going and doing another search in. Look at this, man. It's a clip from a wrestler. I don't know how age these kids are, but look at this shit. Kid gets punked. Ooh, and look at the dad. Whoa. Went wild. But dude, that kid did get fucked up. But then the dad comes in. Like I'm surprised that no dad came on the field after any of those Jadeveon Clowney hits. He did drop him right on his neck though. So that's an illegal slam, but crazy on the dad, right? And I don't know. It's like I watched this video and I downloaded it, and then I started getting all these fucking crazy wrestling dad like videos like coming. And I don't know, man. Wrestling just seems like a crazy sport, and like there's a lot of dads out there who are ready to come fight like for their kids and shit, like in the middle of the squared circle. Oh, Tino, look at this. I think the Cowboys. Right, Peacock said dad's gonna face charges now for sure, right? I mean, that's assault on a fucking kid. That's assault on a fucking kid. Look at this one, Tino. Cowboys may have lost the game, but they weren't losing the fight in the parking lot. One more time. They didn't even care. Preseason game, it don't matter. We're fighting. We're fighting for you. See the red. Difficult Oh man, yeah, they lost on the field, but we're winning in the parking lot. Hey, Derek, salute. He said salute, Huss. He said in training, but just giving the thumbs up and salute. Appreciate you, homie. Hope all that training is very, very easy. Hope it's all easy. But yeah, saw that. Immediately thought of you guys, all you crazy Cowboy fans who are in here. I don't even know if they lost the game. It's just funny to say that. We may have lost the game, but we're winning the fight in the parking lot. I bet SoFi is a cool stadium to go to. Looks super cool. But could be Fugazi though. Could be Fugazi. I did go to Legoland and I saw the whole what's it called? The whole mock-up or whatever, the whole build of SoFi. I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy. I feel like Allegiant might be a little bit better, though. I feel like Allegiant might be a little bit better. Coach and parents fighting the umpire. Man. One thing that I will say, and Tino, I know nothing about high school wrestling or any kind of wrestling, like real wrestling. I know nothing about it. One thing that I have been seeing, though, literally I download that video and then I start getting bombarded with all types of fucking wrestling like videos. How come? Because most of the dads who go crazy, it's like when their kid's getting choked out or something. Why do the refs let these chokeouts fucking last so long, man? Feel like they let it go on so long. Like, why is that happening? Just because the kid's not being pinned, but they're like literally being choked out. Like, what the hell? And he said, team, believe me when I say this. You ever been to a Raiders game in Oakland? It's a motherfucking war zone. I believe it because every Raiders-Chargers game, it was a war zone in San Diego. I wouldn't even want to go. I wouldn't even want to go to the Raiders-Chargers games. Said don't ever go to a Raiders-49ers game in Oakland. I'm sure it's probably not the same with Chargers because I'm sure there's not a lot of Charger fans who go up to Oakland for the game. Tim said, "Brad, dads are crazy. Dads are in every sport." I know, but I'm just saying though, like that's what I've been kind of seeing with the wrestling now. It's a little bit crazier, it seems like. Crispy said in my day, if a kid talks shit, you got your ass kicked. Yep. Tino said the worst dads were not the good ones and want their son to be better, force them to play a sport where they can see them. They are the unofficial coaches. Yeah. Like, especially like that. Because like a lot of times, like one of the times it was like that one of these videos that I saw, I just didn't want to get a whole bunch of wrestling videos to show on here. But one kid was being like, he had his arms behind his back and he was like pushing his knee like into his back. And like the ref didn't call it. I'm like, why the fuck is this still going? The kid like literally can't move and he's getting his back fucking, just like insanely fucking bent, and then the ref finally whistles it. The dad comes out, pushes the kid, like you see, like not the kid, like not his kid, but the other kid. And then he like points at the other dad because the dad's telling him, lock it in, go for it, right in his back, like all this shit. And the dad comes out and pushes his kid. And it's like, and you too. And then like the video gets shut off like right after that. But man, got to be good, man. Wrestling's not for the weak at heart, right? Not for the faint at heart. JPZ said, heard Oakland, Philly, and Dallas have the game. Said they always got some shuffles, some scuffles. I believe at the home games. I believe it. Bake said, I'm trying to get Raiders, trying to go to the Raiders Chiefs game. Shit's expensive. Fuck yeah, it is, bro. Fuck yeah. That's why I said I'm not paying to go to a game. But I was like, if anybody comes to Vegas and you want someone to go to the game with you or someone flakes on you and you got an extra ticket, hit me up. I'll go. But that's probably the only way that I'm going. And our man, Jerry Swallows, he came last year to the Raiders Chiefs game and he had 4 tickets and one of his friends like bailed last minute. It was like a friend who lived here in Vegas, apparently. And he's like, hey, I had a friend who was going to go. He bailed, couldn't make the game. You want the ticket? And I was like, fuck yeah. So I threw it out there, willed it into existence. Tell Huss, the kid I know on the baseball team. You played. He said the best kid, don't give a fuck. He just goes out and balls his parents. Probably not even there or late. Yep. For sure. And because usually the ghetto ass kid, and there was a couple times where I was that ghetto ass kid who was like the best, on the team. Like I remember it was so funny. Like so I played during a season in the regular season in a certain district in the North Park district. And we used my grandma's address and it was just I was always at my grandma's house. It was just a lot easier, and so I would go play there. But then there was one year where I was going to play winter ball, and the field that was actually closest to my house offered winter ball. So I went and played over there, and I was like a superstar, like coming in from another league. Everybody knew each other, you know, out there except me. And I fucking like, it was so close to my house. I like literally like rode my bike there, like in the middle of the hood too. Rode my bike there and shit. Parents never came and watched. I think maybe like later on in the season they came and watched a couple games. But yeah, man, that was mine. My parents were always working, never came to my games. That's how it was. So I got to be the exact opposite, you know, for Noble. And Pat's home games are lame. Most of the season tickets are season ticket holders 70 years old. You stand up and cheer. They tell you to sit down. Bro, that happened to me one time. And you know what was fucked up? So one year, 2011, 2010, something like that. I was just like the most popular guy that year, apparently, because I went to like 7 of the 8 Charger games that year, and it was people having a ticket and brought me, and it was like 7 different people. It was insane. It was insane. It was fun. It was so fun. Like somehow I went to like every game that year, didn't pay for anything, or at least didn't pay for any of the tickets anyways, and I just got invited. And one of the games that we went to, it was a Thursday night game. And the dude who got the ticket, he was an EMT. And the person whose tickets it was, they were in a wheelchair. So we were sitting in like the handicap like sections. And like there, like even the spot that I was sitting in was the guy who was like normally in the wheelchair. So they had to go get a chair because like his wheelchair would normally be there. So they had to go get a chair, fucking you know, just drill that shit into the ground, you know, screw that shit into the ground. And I remember there were random times where we were standing up and like the people behind us were getting so fucking pissed because they did not want to stand up. They're like, you motherfuckers, you guys aren't even handicapped. Why are you sitting in the crippled section? Guys aren't even fucking handicapped. Sit your asses down. And it got to be like so much of a hassle that they Karen'd on us. And they were like, these guys keep standing up. If they were in a wheelchair, they wouldn't be able to stand up. And like the ushers moved us to like better seats. Like it was fucking ridiculous. It was fucking ridiculous. Oh, I'll tell you one time. Okay. One of the craziest games I've ever been to, Celtics Lakers game 7. This is 2010. Yeah. 2010. I'm literally like, we get tickets. Like somehow I meet this chick who's like a friend of a friend. And like, she like works for like a ticket brokerage, and like they had all these random tickets. So I got like tickets to the NBA finals for like, I think like 300 each, like game 7, something like that. And like, we just got lucky because like they still had the tickets and it was game day. And she was like, I'm just going to sell these to my friends. And they were like, okay, do it. Cause it's like the super cheap tickets that they had were like 3 rows from like as far back in the stadium and in the arena as you could go. And like, I'm standing up because someone's standing up right in front of me and the people behind us are bitching. I'm like, it's game fucking 7. Why are you guys sitting down? This is history that we're watching right now. And luckily they didn't say shit after that because it probably would have got crazy. So I got to see Baron Davis dunk on AK-47 in the playoffs. He said super close too, maybe 25th row. Nice. One game that I went to, I've sat courtside one time. And it was pretty fucking awesome. Bossed up, got the $100 parking. We're like literally parked right next to Gary Payton. I met Gary Payton. His Lambo was like nice and tucked in the corner where nobody was getting to it. And but I met GP and I was like, hey Gary, can I get a picture? He's like, hell yeah. And I was like, fuck yeah. And so just a quick picture with him, but it was cool that he stopped and took a picture. It was fucking awesome. And like it like I could yell at the players and I was like, you could see they heard me like even at the end of the game. I forget who was at the line like shooting, but it was OKC versus the Clippers. That's what I went and saw courtside. And this is Kawhi Leonard days, or was it Kawhi Leonard days? Yeah, I'm pretty sure because it was 2014 when it was, and OKC days, so it was still Westbrook and Kevin Durant and all that. And like right at the end of the game, I was like, let's go Westbrook, nail in the coffin. And he was like, Yeah. And got a quick response from him. So felt super cool like that time, man. I was like, and who knows, probably never sit courtside again. But that was a super, super fun experience. You go through a special fucking entrance, you know. I mean, there was a part where I was like literally walking, you know, on the court, getting to the seats. Super cool, man. Super cool. And Rihanna passed right in front of us. Rihanna passed right in front of us. That was funny. I mean, there's a whole bunch of even though it was a Clippers game, there was a whole bunch of celebrities. I was sitting like maybe like 5 seats to the side of like Baron Davis. He was right there. Everyone was all over. It's funny that you said that, Tina, that you brought up Baron Davis. He was there. He was there in that game, and all the Clippers were showing him love for sure. But yeah, I love going to big time sporting events, but sometimes it's more hassle than what it's worth. Sometimes it is more hassle than what it's worth. Whew. Man. We got a best ball draft today. Let's see. How many people are in the best ball draft today already? Where is it? Where is it? It is the Cool Runnings division.
Sankaman, what you smoking?
I'm not smoking. I'm breathing. Tina said, I'd rather go to a sporting event than on vacation. He said vacations are a hassle. Yeah, it's tough. Vacations for sure. All right, 1 second, guys. All right, 1 second, guys. Got to respond to this email. Okay. Oh, shit. Will said house listed and on the market. Nice, bro. Nice. That's big time. That's big time. There we go. And as soon as you sell it, coming to Vegas, putting the profits on black, right? Or is it on red? I can't remember. Got to double up. Got to double up. Whew. All right. But yeah, best ball draft today. Has she ever been in Disneyland for Halloween? Yeah, one time. He said, is it worth it? Yeah, you know, like, I mean, it's, he said, my family likes Halloween a lot. It's probably worth it then. I mean, because really, you just got to think, you know, Halloween, Christmas, like those are times when people are going specifically for that. So it's a little bit more crowded, you know, like, we've, man, shout out to Kidda. We're going to get our dates locked in. We're going to go to Disneyland for Vanessa's birthday in January. And because that just seems like a good time to go. Like I've gone in January a couple times and May. And I swear, like those are the times to go. Like, I mean, February, you know, I mean, that might be a good time. Maybe not around Valentine's Day. But I bet just a lot of times January through March, I feel like are good times, especially if you're going like a Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. The days where Disney only sells their tickets for like $105 or whatever, those are the days to go because those are the days that they do not sell out. Because that's why they got to make those tickets cheaper. And I don't know, maybe they're not $105 now, you know, per ticket. Last time we went, I remember we made sure to go on a day. Yeah, he said it's like double the price. It's because motherfuckers, they want to go. They want to go those days for sure. So, yeah, I mean, you have to be really into Halloween to justify it because it's going to be crowded and it's going to be more expensive. So that's what I'm going to say. But if you guys are into Halloween that much, you know, it's cool. I mean, it's not like Knott's Berry Farm. Knott's Berry Farm is probably cooler for Halloween, but I don't know about for little kids though. I don't know how little your little ones are, but man, I feel like that shit would almost be too scary for kids because everything's dark. These dark alleys and shit is what it looks like. Just random smoke. Looks like a fucking Thriller video. And Giants did in the Guillotine League without asking the commish to turn it into Superflex this year, but he refused to add a third round reversal, and he has a third overall pick, so doesn't see why third round reversal is necessary. Yeah, for sure. I mean, it is what it is, man. Like, I mean, you know, the Guillotine League, the and the Marvel, the 32, it's like, you know, like, I don't know why you wouldn't do a third round reversal. I know some people don't even know what a third round reversal is, but you know, it evens the playing field. Like it evens the playing field. I mean, Kidda works at Disneyland. Kidda works at Disneyland. That's what I mean. Like, shout out to Kidda. Like he told me, you know, for a long time ago, you know, when you're ready, let me know. We'll get you those tickets. And so yeah, Kidda works at Disneyland. What is he? He's the mechanic on Star Tours, and I think that Buzz Lightyear like ride, I think, if I'm not mistaken, unless he got like moved around. But yeah, that's pretty cool. He's the guy who does the maintenance on Star Tours. And it was on black, he said, but I'll put half on black, half on red, and be very conservative with my luck. It'll come up 0 or 00, right? I forget what that was. I forget what that was in. I swear it was like a TV show or something where it's like, I got it on red and on black. Oh, it might. Oh, no, I know what it was. It was Fresh Prince when they went to Vegas. He's like, got it on red and on black. He was like, well, man, I mean, that's canceling out your bets, though. And he was like, and you can even lose if it hits. And then it goes 00. Then he lost it all. Then they had to do that, the song and dance. Yeah, Bakes. That shit I forgot. That's dope. Hell yeah. But yeah, so January, we'll be going. We'll be hitting up Disneyland. So if anybody wants to go, make some plans. I think January 28th and 29th, we're going to go. This will be the first time that we're doing Disneyland 2 days in a row. Never done that. We've got the park hopper passes before, and we've done the 2 parks like in one day. It's too much. It's too fucking much. Can't do it. I feel like you lose out because there's like so much walking like back and forth, and plus being tired as hell. So we're doing it up. We're doing it big. We're doing 2 days back to back. One day will be for Disney, and one day will be for California Adventure. And so nice. My homie Angel fan who's been getting into our drafts works at Disneyland too. What? That's cool. I wonder, do you know what department or what? I mean, see, there's like so many people that fucking work at Disneyland, you know, I feel like, and he only works at night because he's like a ride mechanic, you know, so he only works at night. What up, Coach C? What up, bro? You guys are going to see an interview with me on Coach C's podcast pretty soon. I'll make sure to share it when it hits the streets. But yeah, I wonder if they do know each other. But yeah, if he's not, I would assume that if he's not a ride mechanic, they probably don't know each other, especially if they're not working the same shifts. Because like, I mean, Disney's so fucking big, right? I know it's not Disney World, but it is like its own like world. Right, Bake said I'm only going. I'd only go for my grandbaby to check it out. Six Flags, more adult friendly. Oh yeah, I mean, at this point in my life, you know, I mean, we got Noble and Regal. You know, I mean, Noble's 7, he'll be 8 at the time when we go. But yeah, he's still Disneyland age for sure. We told him about it. He's super excited. And Regal, even though he might not remember like any of this, like I remember like Noble's first time like going. Noble was like, I think only a year and a half. It was like, I just quit this company that I worked for. I'm moving on up to a different company. And just like on a random Thursday, I was like, hey, I just got this check. I just got this check. Want to go to Disneyland? It'll only cost us like 200 and something bucks plus gas. And Vanessa was like, yeah, let's do it. Like most of the times I've gone to Disneyland, being in San Diego, legit just on a whim. Woke up and was like, you know, I got nothing to do today. Like it's only one tank of gas to get there. And especially the days that I always pick, there's always a random Tuesday or a random Thursday. Like those are the days when you can usually get the tickets cheaper. I mean, shit, good luck going on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday. Like, man, that shit's for the birds. I'd never do that. And man, Six Flags, Bakes. I don't have I told the story? So when I worked at Vaughn's back in the day, Safeway, for any of you guys who don't know what the fuck Vaughn's is, they always had like different random things that you could buy. And one of them was like tickets to Six Flags. And there was one specific day where it was like a company outing, where it was literally Vaughn's Safeway, you know, whatever other companies were like linked to that. They rented out Six Flags for like the night. They like companies are always doing that shit where like you can go to Six Flags from like, I don't know, 6 o'clock in the afternoon, 6 o'clock at night to like 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, you know. And I'd gone to Disneyland like that one time, and that was fucking insane. And Ariel, what up? Hey, Ariel, we got to get you coming on the show so you can talk some of your sports bets. I messaged you on TikTok. I don't know if that was the right account though, but message me back if you can. We got to get you coming on talking about your bets now that football season's about to start. And yeah, so it was awesome when we got these tickets. It's like less than what a normal ticket would cost. I think it was like you get the tickets for like $50 or like $40, something like that. And you could buy up to like 8 or 10 tickets, like if you wanted to bring like friends or family or whatever. So like a couple of my friends were down for the mission. And so we go and we hit up Roscoe's and shit, you know, super cool things going down. And get into the park and we go on X like right away, wait like 2 seconds to get on the line, to get in line. And man, over the next 2 hours, I think I rode like 10 different roller coasters and I was completely done. I wasn't drinking water like I should have been. I got this massive headache because of damn, what ride was it? Was it the Viper? Can't remember if it was the Viper or something else, but one of them, it was going so fast and just like banging the fuck out of my head. It was like not a smooth ride at all, and head just fucking banging from one side to the other. And man, it sucked. And I had the meanest headache after that. I was like, all right, guys, I'm out. We rode 10 rides in 2 hours. I didn't think I was going to ride 10 rides this entire day. I'm out. You guys can stay here, but I'm going back to the hotel to go smoke weed. And that's pretty much what happened. And the Twisted Colossus. So this is back in 2008, I think. 2007 or 2008, something like that. So I don't even know about the Twisted Colossus. Like, I feel like that wasn't a thing like back then, because I remember the Colossus, like, wasn't that that was the wooden roller coaster, right? Like, I mean, we rode that. I remember riding that, but Twisted Colossus, I don't know. Yeah, it was like 16 years ago at this point. And then it's crazy because we did it again the next year because I worked at Vaughn's 2 years in a row. So maybe it was 2008 and 2009 that I went 2 years in a row to that. And we did the same thing. Like, I don't know why I wasn't thinking about the water and like wasn't spacing it out. Like, man, like your body's just not meant to like take that many G's that fast. You know, normal time, like the time before that I went to Six Flags with like my friend and my aunt and my uncle. I don't even know why they wanted to go to Six Flags. It was funny, but like they were like, hey, and let's bring Alex. And I was like, hey, can I bring one of my friends? And they're like, yeah. And it was the uncle who just turned 70 this past week, 2 weeks ago or whatever. And we were there for like a good amount of the day, and I rode 4 rides. Like everything was such a long fucking line. Everything, and it was in the summer for sure. He said that one fucks me up every time. So what is the Twisted Colossus? Is that the new version of the wooden coaster? Or I don't even know. Let me go search it. Twisted Colossus. Oh shit. No way this is the same one though. Oh, I've seen the video for this when this first came out. And yeah, so no, I mean, definitely was not this one. Definitely was not this one. Yeah, see, when did this open? Yeah, 2015. Yeah, fuck, this was like 7-8 years after I was there. But yeah, that's crazy that they got rid of that. I mean, I guess the Colossus was just so old, right? What up, Derek? You missed a lot of smoking, but don't worry, we got time. We got time. We're talking about we were talking about Disneyland. Now we're talking about Six Flags and the Twisted Colossus. Okay, but that's crazy. So they tore down the whole old Colossus, right? And then they made it into that. I remember seeing the videos, and that just looks like crazy. Yeah. He said, have you seen the slingshot ride? Everyone faints. No. Where's it at? Let's see. Whoa. Says there's a slingshot ride in Las Vegas. Oh, okay. The one that just goes up and down, like it goes all the way up and then just it's kind of like the Supreme Scream. Is that the same one? Is it kind of like the Supreme Scream at Knott's Berry Farm? Like I remember going on the Supreme Scream like as like a fucking 15-year-old, 16-year-old, and like seeing it now, like no fucking way, dude. Like just looking at rides that go that high make my butthole pucker. Like now, it's like no, I don't even know how I fucking did that when I was younger. Just not fucking doing it. Not fucking doing it. And like, can you just imagine? Like I've seen the times when those things get stuck. Like up there, could you imagine? I'm like sweating like right now, just like thinking about it. Could you imagine getting stuck on a ride like that, like hundreds and hundreds of feet, like in the air? Like how tall is the Supreme Scream? How tall is this shit? $252 feet. Whew. That's a lot. That's a lot. Full Throttle is the best, or X2. Yeah, and I don't think I was. Man, I'm trying to think. When was the last time I went to Six Flags? But yeah, I don't think X2 was a thing yet. I don't think X2 was a thing yet. Bake says sounds like Supreme Scream is the drop of doom. I mean, there's so many rides that are so similar, but where it just takes you all the way to the top, and then you're there, and then you get like that one little, and it drops like half an inch or something, and you feel it, and you're like, what the fuck? And then just you free fall. You're free fall. Man, yeah, that like just talking about all this shit makes my hands sweaty. Like, man, I don't know how I did it when I was younger. And like, maybe it's because I wasn't smoking like weed yet, you know, like super heavy. But man, I just, yeah, me and heights don't mix. Like, it really fucks with my head. Peacock said, thinking of buying game for the PC, Madden 25 or NCAA, or just wait for Assassin's Creed Shadows in November. Dang, on the PC, huh? I mean, do you have a controller that like hooks up to it? Derek, so I said it a little bit earlier with Ayuk. So it's between 49ers and the Steelers. So the Steelers have offered a trade deal for Ayuk. Steelers have not accepted. The Steelers have offered Ayuk a contract. He has not accepted. So that's kind of where it's at right now. It's like, you know, it's this big negotiation between them, but the trade hasn't been accepted by the 49ers and the contract hasn't been accepted by Ayuk. And Crispy said Sky Coaster at Water Park. What's that? Damn it. Why does it keep stupid Google? Sky Coaster at Water Park. There we go. I don't know, Crispy. Which one is it? Oh, wait. Is it this one? Is it the one that goes like that? What up, Zeb? I was talking about I'm going to Disneyland. We're getting our Disneyland trip planned. It's going to be for the end of January. And you said you're in Anaheim, right? Might need your help. Might need your help with that. Okay, cool. Got my controller on my PC. Cool. Kind of call a great adventure. Oh, yeah. Like, it's funny because Kidda, I mean, I've known him like my whole life, and he's always been like a roller coaster like nerd. Like he was like, you know, back when the Travel Channel, you know, when you can watch and see all the different theme parks and shit, like he'd always be like on that. And like then the internet became a thing, and he's like showing me pictures of all these roller coasters and knows the fucking drops height and all that kind of shit. And so it's funny he's actually working at Disneyland. I think he said this is like a dream job for him. I play some Fortnite with my son in his dragon riding game. Okay. Let's see. And Zeb said, nice, bro. He said, Disney Fun, Anaheim Hilton, right by Disney. Got you, bro. Man, appreciate you. That'll make everything even more awesome. And let's see. Smith, DK, Scary Terry. Wait, so why are we picking one? What is this for? Is it like you're drafting one of them? I feel like it's DK, then Smith, and then Scary Terry. Whew. 456 feet. Whew. What a drop. What a drop. Hey, Bakes, do you have any idea what's the roller coaster with the biggest drop at Six Flags? The orange and blue one. What the hell is it called? I don't know what. There's no loops or anything, but it like goes fast as fuck. Fast as fuck. Said, damn, you can see New York and Philly from up there. Damn. At the same time. Damn. That's how high it is. I know when we went to Knott's Berry Farm, you could see Catalina Island from Supreme Screen. Like that's how high that shit goes. I mean, people in California only might know about that, but Derek said both city skylines. That's insane. That's insane. I went bungee jumping in New Zealand. Shit was insane. He said one of the highest was one of the highest in the world. Fuck. I can't do it. I wouldn't do it, man. I wouldn't do it. Like even the zip lining shit, I don't even want to do that. Let's see what Crispy found here. Rode it 4 times. Okay. Let's see this. Let's see what this ride looks like.
All right. We got this. Right.
All righty, my flyers. Give a big song wave to end the video.
I already don't like the look of this. There come that zip line and skydiving and bungee jumping, just coast.
I know the video. There's proof of it.
But I feel like I'm allowed.
Oh my gosh.
Dude, how high in the air is this going?
Let's enjoy our last sight.
Dude.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I can see it.
Crazy.
You can stop now.
I know, right?
Making me anxious just watching.
Whenever you're
Dude,
to do it.
Waving.
how high are they?
Ready?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That. Jesus. That's so high. How high is it, Crispy?
I literally,
How high is it?
I literally thought that my car was
Dude. Yeah, Dex, I ain't doing that neither. Now, fuck that. That one bungee jumping in New Zealand was intense. It was like 700 feet. Fuck. Highest in the world. 1, 2, 3 bungee. Fuck. No way. Not doing it. 400 feet, I think. Man. Ain't no way. Ain't no way. Crispy, you're crazy. You rode that shit 4 times in the same day. How much did it cost? How much did it cost? Zeb said I've gone skydiving before. Zip line's fun. Yeah. I'm not doing it though. I even did the what's it called? The big Ferris wheel thing here in Vegas. Man. Like even that, like fuck. Like it's just I didn't like it. Once we got like higher than what all the hotels were, I was like, man, like I just want to smoke right now. I just want to smoke right now. That's it. 4 different days. Okay. So that's a place you guys have frequented. I ain't doing nothing where I'm hanging from a rope or a parachute. Right? I mean, even these roller coasters, man, like I said, I ain't doing it no more. Like I'm not. There may be certain ones that I do, but I don't know, man. It's just not for me anymore. Fuck roller coasters. Yeah, Noble, he's gonna have to do those things by himself when he gets a little older. And maybe when Regal gets a little older. So I feel safer on a coaster. Yeah, I mean, because you're fully in there. You should feel like you're not like moving or anything like that. But see, what about like the Supreme Scream? Let me see. I wonder if I can. Dude, it's like it knows me. I type in Supreme and it like already pops up. Like, fuck, my friend got stuck upside down on a coaster before, upside down for like 2 hours in the sun and shit. That's what I'm so nervous about, man. Fuck, like I know that the, possibilities of that happening aren't like, super insane, but it's like, fuck. Like, could you do one like this, Derek?
Off the backboard. All right, make this money ball for the last. All right, guys, thanks for playing. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Look at how long the ascent. They're not doing them doom drops either. Like it looks slow right there. I think they do have a POV. Look at this. Hella anxiety right now. Just why I can't even like watch this. It's like it's me there. I can't do it. Gotta smoke. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. Said I hate the elevator rides, but I love the coasters. He said that Tron coaster at Disney is the most intense I've ever been on. What is that? California Adventure? That California Adventure? Will said, safer on a coaster. You ever watch CSI or Final Destination? Oh, man. Yeah, Derek, tell us about the new gig. How's training going? But yeah, dude, fuck that. I like the nice slow rides. I like Pirates of the Caribbean. I like nice snow rides like that. You know, I hit the vape, you know, maybe once or twice. But yeah, fuck. I just get too nervous, man. Training's great, learning a lot of new things, right? And you said it's a bank, right? And see, even at a bank, motherfuckers, everything's virtual now. Everything is virtual now. Virtual and digital. But sounds like something I'm going to enjoy. Nice. Nice. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. Man, we're so close to getting like remonetized on YouTube. I need a shitload of watch time though. That's one of the things that sucks. I don't know why we're not getting a bunch of watch time like we were, but or why I know I have more than 4,000 hours of watch time in the last year, but it's like not giving me credit for all that watch time. Training's at home for 6 weeks. Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. There we go. 6 weeks worth of training. What are you doing for the bank that it takes 6 weeks worth of training? It's after training, home 2 days, and at the office 3 days. I get to pick what 3 days I want to come in. Nice. Nice. What days are you going to pick? I assume not Saturday or Sunday, right? Well, I guess it's a bank, so you're only working weekdays anyways. Saturday and Sunday. Yeah, most banks aren't even open, right? I know the credit union that I still use in San Diego is the credit union that I still use in San Diego. They do like a half day on Sunday. That was always clutch because there's not too many people going in on a Saturday. Yeah, there we go. Monday through Friday. Yeah. That's how it should be with the bank. Nine to 5:30 when I'm done training. Okay. Oh, the Tron ride's at Tomorrowland. Okay, so not sure if the one in Cali is done yet, but it should be by the time you go. Oh, okay. Never. Let's see. Tron, what? Coaster? Disneyland, Anaheim. Let's see this. Is it already open? Yeah, see, why am I seeing this like showing fucking Shanghai Disneyland? Why is it not? Huh. Yeah, I wonder, is it even official? Let's see. I'm trying to look it up on YouTube. It says the light cycle, lots of stories popping up. Not sure which to watch first. Okay. People in my class are from all over the world. Nice, nice. Like where? Like where all over the world? Give us someone. So is it like training? Is it like, so I assume that you were going to be watching some stuff on yourself. Is it literally like a Zoom and you're like in school, like training for this? What up, Frank? He said, what y'all think about Jefferson now that JJ's out all season? I wasn't even really like inflating Jefferson because of JJ. I think Sam Darnold can do just as good as JJ. I feel like Sam Darnold could do just as good as JJ would have done in his first year. So yeah, I'm not nothing's changing with the way I think about JJ. Okay, he said, yeah, Microsoft Teams Cam Deb. Okay, cool. Let me see. So this is at this one says Disney World.
You're watching TPM Vid Spotlight.
Okay, like a Zoom. Jamaica, London, China. Okay. You like riding the little motorcycles?
Tron Light Cycle Run is a thrilling, high-speed roller coaster type ride in the dark. Users be warned. The Light Cycle Run makes sharp turns with sudden drops and stops. Users, prepare to be digitized into the world of Tron.
Cool.
Team Blue, welcome to the grid.
Oh yeah, right. Are we gonna see a POV of the ride? That's the one thing that is nice when you go to Disneyland. A lot of all these AC rooms. This is at Disney World, but I think they said it's coming to Disneyland as well.
Prepare for Team Blue Light Cycle Run upload sequence.
There we go.
Remember, hold on.
Got the front bike. This is insane. I bet. Yeah.
Initiate in 3, 2, 1.
Damn. It looks like it's going fast as hell.
First energy gain captured.
Hell yeah, Tino. Looks like that thing is moving. Right? This one looks cool.
Congratulations, Caesars. A championship performance and victory for Team Blue.
We already knew it, man. Told you. 3 to 6 months. It was the meniscus tear. So yeah, we knew that yesterday. Why would they play him at the end of the season, come back from a meniscus tear, when the rehab could take up to 6 months?
Be sure to collect your belongings.
What a cool ride. I mean, that's what it seems like, Tino, that you're racing the other one, but I don't know. Wouldn't it always? I don't know. I feel like there's not another one going. There we go. So no idea when that's coming to when it's coming to regular Disneyland. Bake said it should be by the time we go. What up, Texans? Stevie, Sam Darnold, man. He was already going to be the starter even before JJ got hurt. But yeah. No, man. Dude, 3 to 6 months was the rehab time. 3 to 6. You can't just assume they're going to be at the low end of that. Yeah. They paid too much, man. They're not going to want to you don't want to put him in harm's way, especially for a season that's probably not making the playoffs. All right. How about one more bowl? And then we'll get ready to get out of here. That was fun watching some of those rides. Tino said, so you're telling me it's a roller coaster that involves teamwork, and I'm in. So at Disneyland, they have the Millennium Falcon. Like, is it called Millennium Falcon Run, I believe? And you do have to actually like press buttons and shit, and it gives you a performance or whatever. It tells you how good your performance was and all this kind of stuff. I don't know if it actually like has any bearing on like the ride, but on the way that the lights and everything come on the wall, it has a little bearing on that. All right. So you're saying Darnold can't get 10 wins. I mean, defense, still remains to be seen. Lost a couple key players. We'll see the offense. I mean, you lost the QB. A lot of things are changing. A lot of this is going to come down to coaching. Before I get out of here, though, I got to remember to shout out the producers of the show, all our 420 Crew Patreon members, our Ultimate Priority member, Pickle in a Jar, our All Access members, our Elite members, our Superstar members, our Ultimate members. Appreciate all you guys. It's because you were able to do this show every single day. Much appreciated. Let's smoke it up. Johnny said the Millennium Falcon ride's amazing. So again, you got to be in the front. So I get to steer, and my homegirl got to do all the hyperdrive. And we had a good gunner, but our mechanics were little kids. That shit's funny. I like the Matterhorn too. I haven't gone on that one in a long ass time. With Jefferson, Aaron Jones, and Hawk. Yeah. We'll see. Crispy said, need to tell Fried Cracker to stop sending trades and disappearing for 8 hours. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, it happens. We'll see you guys. We'll see you later, Derek. Everybody else, let's smoke this bowl before we get out of here. You like the Matterhorn more than Space Mountain or more than what's that wooden railroad roller coaster? Yep, we heard that a little bit earlier, that Gibbs should be ready for week 1. Should be ready for week 1. All right. Well, Derek's still here for a few minutes. Let's just hang out until Derek has to go back to work. Then smoke another bowl. All right. My favorite ride was Guardian of the Galaxy or the Avatar ride. Said the Avatar one is soaring over California, but in Avatar land. Whoa, trippy. And it said, "Oh, the train coaster Huss. Yeah, what's that one called? Thunder Mountain, Big Thunder Mountain. Is that what it is, or is that the Knott's Berry Farm one? What's the Disneyland? Yeah, what is it? Why am I tripping on that? Like, is that?" Okay, yeah, it's Thunder Mountain. Okay, yeah. I don't know why I was thinking that was like the Knott's Berry Farm one, because I've actually gone to Knott's Berry Farm in my lifetime more than Disney. When I was younger, my parents would send us to, we would go hang out with our aunt who lived in LA for like a week, like every August or whatever. And somewhere in August. And then we would always go to Knott's Berry Farm. So I've gone there a shitload of times. Said the one in the Frontier. I know what you're talking about. It's cool too. Yeah. Oh, the Cars ride. Yeah, it's way better now. The car ride's way better now. It was funny. Like Noble, he couldn't hit the. He was too small to reach the pedals, so I was pushing the pedals, but he was steering. We were all over the place. All over the place. The Rattler, the Riddler, the coaster. Which one? Oh, maybe it's called the Rattler coaster at Six Flags San Antonio. Is an old wooden coaster that would beat you to death. I believe it. Because the ones at Six Flags. Yeah. We talked about this earlier, Derek. That Joker got paid, baby. 25. It was 25 mil was guaranteed, and then 39 mil could be worth up to 39 mil over the 3 years. Yeah, there we go. Joker got paid, baby. Hell yeah. He deserves it. He's been solid. I mean, he hasn't been a super top end like IDP player, but he's been very, very top end as far as an NFL interior linebacker goes. Said the Ferris wheel at California Adventure is the scariest ride on the planet. I'm not fucking doing it. I'm not doing it. Nope. Fuck Ferris wheels. I bet it's so high. That's the Pixar one. Yeah, thing's fucking huge. How big is it? 150 foot tall. That's crazy. See that Supreme Scream? 100 more feet in the air than that. Fuck. Yeah, no, not doing it. Fuck Ferris wheels. Nah. Like now, see, like I could just go on YouTube. Like you guys could go. Like if I went with like if Noble and Vanessa wanted to go for whatever reason, me and Regal were hanging out. And we're just hanging out on the ground. We're hanging out on sea level. And I could just go on YouTube at the exact same time. And if I wanted to see what it is, go look for a video. Fuck that. Crispy, I would kill you. He said, I'd love getting people on Ferris wheels and rocking them. Man, I would kill you, Crispy. And I know I couldn't because you're like huge. But I would try. Yeah, the Ferris wheel cart swings. Fuck that, man. Assholes. Johnny said the insanity has started. Someone in $100 Dynasty League just dropped McCarthy. What? Oh man, the hate drop. Whoo. So now what happens is that in this dynasty, is it Fab? Is it Fab? Is it rolling waivers? What is it? All right, let's see. Dude, what in the fuck? No fucking way anybody is convincing me to do this. No fucking way anybody is convincing me to do this. Dude, what the fuck? What in the hell? No. Dude, fuck that. This is the one at California Adventure. And look, someone said, AKA Mickey's Wheel of Terror. What? No. No. No, thank you. I will not be partaking. Fuck. Dude, it said it's kind of fun, though. Fuck that. That's not my kind of fun. That's not my kind of fun. Fuck that. Fuck that. Is that a hell no to that ride? Derek said I'm not doing that one. Fuck that. Well, see, here's the thing. We already lost our first QB of the year. Yeah, he wasn't even penciled in to be the starter. He wasn't even penciled in to be the starter game one. Like, it was always going to be Darnold. We never knew how many games we were going to get out of him. So, yeah, we lost a QB. But all this did was clear up a QB situation now. Now we know, barring injury, Sam Darnold's the bridge for this year. This just brought clarity. Sam Darnold sucks. He was drafted number 3 overall the year that he was drafted, okay? He was drafted number 3 overall. All right, peace out, Derek. It's about that time. All right, he said, bro, the corners, it's a huge drop. Now, fuck that, man. So I'll take fast and scary over slow and terrifying, right? Oh, man. All right. We'll see you guys a little bit later. We got a best ball draft at 6 o'clock today. Go join up. Go join up. Let me throw the link in here before we get out of here. And we got 2 more spots in the slow draft that's filling right now. So you guys want, this might be one of the last slow drafts that we do for best ball. So if you guys, it's not in one of ours, Crispy. He has to be talking about a different one. But here's the best ball draft for today. $11 and 6 p.m. West Coast time. There we go. We'll see all you guys there. I should be streaming this one on YouTube. Peace out, everybody.
Defense on me.
I don't want them to gain another yard.
You blitz all night. If they cross the line of scrimmage, I'm going to take every last one of you out. You make sure they remember forever the night they played the Titans.
Here comes the